Hello friends, Kid Charming here. Let me get this a little better there. My hair is a bit of a mess, and there's a reason for that. So, let's start with yesterday. Oh my gosh, it's even worse than I thought. So, yesterday, an email went out about a car with a flat tire. Guess whose car that was? Mine. Now, I knew that was going to happen. There's a nail in my tire. We're going to get it fixed today, hopefully. So, I only had, at the time, a foot pump that you would use for, like, a bike. So, at lunchtime, the front desk lady sent that out, and I replied, I was like, look, that's my car, and I knew that was going to happen, but I'm going to fix it out on break or lunch. And she's like, okay, cool, that's great. I'm like, thanks for letting me know. She's like, that's no problem. Okay. So I'm out here on my lunch eating my taco salad with a foot pump and some ladies that I work with that I couldn't tell you their names. One of them I've met before. The other one, I have no idea who she was. Came over with an electronic tire inflator that you just plug into your outlet in your car. So that was really nice of them. I really appreciate it. And they're like, are you leaving at 5? I'm like, I'm supposed to. I stayed until 7, but I was like, I'm supposed to. And she's like, well, we'll make sure that you're okay before we leave at 5. And I'm like, oh, that's really nice of you. Thank you. So when I came out at 5 with Melinda to check my tire or whatever, and we were walking back in, one of the ladies was coming in and she's like, you good? Like, is your tire all right? And I'm like, I'm good. Thank you so very much. Like, such sweet people. I cannot tell you enough how heartwarming it was for me to have people that I don't really know at all that I work with so ready to help me. That warms my heart, makes me feel good about where I'm working and about, people in general. So that's great. So I was supposed to stay till 9, but me and Lena were planning on getting my tire off, and I didn't want that to be at like 9 o'clock. I'd be home around 9:30. I got to be in bed by like 9:30, and, it'll take a while to get, because we were going to move, since the tire's in the front, we were going to move one of the back tires to the front and put the donut on the back, because it's easier that way. So it's not one of the main, because your front is what really makes you go, right? Like where you're turning and stuff. So you don't want the donut on there. You want it on the back. So, yeah, apparently when the people put my tires on, they put them on way too tight. Lena was standing on the wrench thing, and it wasn't moving. Like, she was fully putting her weight on that thing, like moving, and nothing was happening. So that was great. So we couldn't do that. So I had left early for no reason. But at least my tire was still full, because we filled it too much. Because it was lunchtime, which was at like 1 o'clock. So it was going to be 4 hours, or it ended up being 6 hours before I actually left. So that was good. Because it was still full. When I parked my car, you could hear it leaking, which sucked. But since we couldn't get the tire off, we went out and we got this. So this is a tire pump, for those of you who don't know what that is. It's a tire pump. So that I don't have to, 1, look like an idiot with a foot pump, and 2, if this ever happens again, I will at least have something here. And it was only like $17. It's not a really good one, but it'll do. Because today I get to ask if I can leave early with the bank time that I have. I have like an hour and 15 minutes of banked time right now. So I get to ask if I can use that banked time to go get my tire fixed, because I have a warranty on my car has a warranty on every set of rims and every tire that you put on this car. Now that's like not saying that if I like totally blew a tire they'd fix it. No. Like if you have a puncture, they'll plug it for you. First you're gonna have to get the freaking nail out of there. So that's what I'm planning on doing. But the dealership closes, like the service part of the dealership closes at like 5. I only get off work at 5. So with the 2 hours I have and the 1 hour in total that I've gained over the course of the week because I've been stuck on calls way past my time, I'm going to see if my boss will let me leave early. So that I can go get it fixed and not get stuck in traffic. Because it's like the city portion of where I live, and I don't deal well with city driving, especially during rush hour at 5 o'clock. So even if I just left an hour early, it's not going to be good enough. Like, I need to leave really early. So if I leave at 2, I'll be able to get there, have it get fixed, and leave before the 5 o'clock rush hour starts. Because I'm leaving myself a lot of wiggle room here because they are booked. Like, they're booked up until December is what the lady said, so I may be waiting there for a while. But yeah, like, it's crazy. So that was my day yesterday, like, and I was just so frustrated. I was just done with everything. I had worked an extra 2 hours. I had a freaking flat tire. People watched me out here pumping it with my foot. It was embarrassing. Plus, the email went out to everybody to find out whose car this was because they were very concerned and wanted to make sure that the owner of the car knew. And I really appreciate that, but it's slightly embarrassing when people are like, "Oh, you're the one with the flat tire?" Yes. Yes, it's me. Thanks for that. But yeah, like, it was a crazy day. And then finding out we couldn't actually remove the tire. Because the thing is that they would take the tire if, like, I had the donut on and my wife took my tire and rim to them, they would have fixed it, no problem there too. But we couldn't get the tire off, which was the problem, which was really irritating because now it means I have to leave early. Instead of getting that time paid out like I was going to, I have to now take it, which sucks. But you gotta do what you gotta do because it's winter. Can't have flat tires because you can ruin your rims and your tire that way. So, whatever. Also, it was so freaking warm yesterday. It was like 15 degrees at one point. And I'm like, and the day before yesterday, it was like -5 or -8 or something. It was crazy cold, like ready to snow. And then yesterday, it's like, oh yeah, it's like 15 degrees. I'm like, what? What is happening? And today's really windy. There's outages, like power outages in certain parts of the city right now. And I have to drive like 20 minutes to get to the city. And so where I am, I'm fine. But there's outages all over the city right now. So it's crazy. It's just crazy. And it's like 3 degrees today. So come on. Like, we need some stability here when it comes to like temperature and what's going to fall from the sky, and is the wind going to just like demolish our buildings? Like, what's happening? I want to know. I need some consistency here. Not one who enjoys waking up going, I wonder what's going to happen today with the weather. I would rather have like, I'd rather know like, hey, it's still going to be cold today. Not, hey, if you wear your winter coat, you're going to die of the heat. Even though the day before, your winter coat did very little to help you. Very irritating. So needless to say, I was a little grouchy yesterday when I got home because nothing was going my way. Literally nothing was going my way. Although I did get Swiss Chalet, which doesn't count as fast food because have you had Swiss Chalet? That stuff takes like an hour for them to even bring out to you when you're there. And there's no fast food window, therefore it is not fast food. Just saying. I almost broke down and had juice yesterday, but my wife was kind of a jerk, but at the same time, very supportive. She's like, well, then if you do that, I'm not saying you did the 30-day challenge. I'm like, you wouldn't lie for me? She's like, no, I wouldn't. What would be the point in lying about that in the first place? And I'm like, too true. She's like, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just saying, I'm like, no, I understand. So I didn't. I ended up having an apple instead. And then this morning, it just keeps getting better, guys. This morning, I woke up really late. Like, I have a habit right now of snoozing my first alarm. Of like, turning it off when you're sleeping through my 6:30 alarm. But for some reason, I don't know how, at my 7 o'clock alarm, I must have turned it off. And I don't remember. And I woke up at 7:15, which means I had 15 minutes to get everything done and leave. That means give the dog his medication, give myself my medication, take him outside, do my hair, get changed, have my lunch ready for today, have breakfast. I had 15 minutes to do all of that. I didn't have breakfast, really. I had some cashews and some popcorn, basically, for breakfast. It's probably not a good idea, guys. I'm just saying. And I think I'm going to be late. Because then I still had to pump up my tire, which, thank goodness, only had to be pumped up a little bit. But, yeah, like, it's been a whirlwind of a couple of days. So, am I kind of excited that I might be able to get this time off today and just go? Yeah, I am actually quite excited. I'm going to talk to my boss and be like, look, you know that tire that was flat yesterday belonged to me. And I can get it repaired, but the place where I get it repaired at, which is for free, I get it repaired for free, closes at 5. I need to leave at 2. I have 3 banked hours. Can I take them? And I'll be like, yeah, sure. And I'll be like, cool. And then I'll text my wife and say, hey, look, plans a go. Yep. But yeah. Lovely. So I'm still basically sleeping because I've only been awake for like an hour. And you're probably thinking, you've been awake for an hour, you need to be awake. No, I take a long time to actually fully wake up. And I'm awake and I'm mostly alert right now. You know. Not today. And I have a hair appointment because, my gosh, this is so out of control. Like, this needs to be 0. Like, I need to get this taken completely off. And just, like, from here over and here over have hair. Because what's going to happen is this is going to come across this way and this is going to go back like that in the end. But I need to get my hair cut. And I have an appointment today at 7. So that's good. Even my buddy Tessa here at work was like, when I said I'm getting my haircut tomorrow, she was like, yeah, you're kind of in need of a haircut. I'm like, when you, who has known me for 2 months, is telling me I'm in need of a haircut, I know I'm in need of a haircut. Because it's just way too long. Like, you see how long this is? It's coming over my ears. Like, that's bad. When it's going over my glasses and over my ears, that's too long. It needs to go away now. Like, dude, I want this at, like, nothing. I want you to, like, shave it all off. Don't layer it, just shave it. That's all I want. I don't want to fade, just shave the whole thing off. That's it. Just shave it all off. I have a picture on my phone of what I'm looking for in the end. My hair may not be the best at that, because it needs to, like, see, like, it needs to part here, like, all the way down, just through that part. Gonna go over this way. So the top is not getting cut today. Just the sides, basically. Maybe a little bit of the top is gonna get cut to shape it, but that's about it. And we both know, like me and my hairdresser both know, I'm gonna go through that weird, awkward stage, and that's okay. I'm okay with the weird, awkward stage. My whole life has been the weird, awkward stage. Yeah. So I got to work, ended up getting to work really early because there was no traffic, which is weird. But whatever. It's fine. This 30-day challenge is actually working, though. I have lost a little bit of weight. It's only been 3 days. I started, Monday? What are we, Thursday? So 4 days. Well, today will be the 4th day. So 3 days done. 4th day I'm on right now. I've already lost a little bit of weight. It's almost 8:30 and I'm almost done this video. So I have a lot of time today. Jeez Louise. I gotta email my boss when I get in and say, look, I was here for 2 hours last night. I need to leave early today. And we have a meeting today. So I'm not gonna have a lot of time on the phones today, apparently. And Fridays are usually dead, so yay me. Because it was either get it done today or Saturday, and I really don't want to be pumping up my tire for the next 3 days. It'd be like today, tomorrow, and Saturday. I've broken the illusion that these are done a day before. Oh no! I told my wife about what my video was about yesterday. She's like, okay. And I told her about how the one before that was about how she hated. So she explained more to me, okay, about why the Pokemon thing was such a bother to her. So apparently, she had a problem getting the parcel back to Professor Oak because she kept dying, which would bring her back to the city that she had just been in, to the Pokemon Center there, and it was just the same over and over and over again. I'm like, how are you dying to like level 2 Pidgeys? She's like, yeah, but there's multiple level 2 Pidgeys. So I kept dying, and I'm like, I have never had that problem. Ever. So it was great. We had that conversation last night. But I'm still thinking about getting her some Professor Layton games and Phoenix Wright games. I'm not going to get her own DS right yet. But I'm getting her a lithograph t-shirt of, if you don't know what a lithograph t-shirt is, I think I've explained it in a video before, but it's basically either an image, or you can just have it just straight words, or an image made of the words of the entire book that you pick. So it'd be Alice in Wonderland. And I asked her, I was like, is this something you'd be interested in? She goes, oh yeah, for sure. Because I was doubting it for a while, but I'm not getting her that for Christmas. I'm getting her that for her birthday in February. Yeah, that's the plan. And I have to ask my mom. So my mom usually gives us a little bit of money every year for Christmas. So $50 for me and $50 for Lena. And we usually buy each other the gifts from mom. This year I'm telling mom, hey, if you're sending me money this year for Christmas, we're buying ourselves a new microwave. Because we don't have one. Because it's broken. And you don't realize how much you use a microwave until it's broken. And you have to eat cold tacos. Yeah. Cold tacos aren't that bad, to be honest, but I prefer them warm. I prefer warm tacos. I think most people would prefer a warm taco over a cold one. So I have to message my mom today. Say, hey, look, if you're sending us money this year for Christmas, we're buying a microwave with it. Microwaves are freaking expensive. Like, really expensive. We could buy a toaster oven and like a coffee maker for how much it costs for a freaking microwave. They're like $150 for like a good sized microwave. Now, you can get a teeny tiny microwave, probably the size of my steering wheel, for $64. Like, holy crap. Why? I mean, it was about time this one died, though. It's freaking old. Like, really freaking old. It's done its part. It's time. So, I understand why it died. Still not ecstatic that it did die. It sucked. But whatever. I will live half a life without a microwave. today's my complaining video. I haven't complained in a while, like really complained in a while, but I just had a crap day yesterday. I've actually had a crap couple days because my microwave broke, and then now my tires broke, and I'm broke. I really am. But that's fine. I get paid in a few days. And by a few, I mean on the 30th. And then I have 15 days to buy the rest of, like, Lena's gifts, basically. And I'm working overtime in December, so yippee. So if those videos are of me basically rambling incoherently, it's okay. Because it's basically what my life is going to be for those days. Because I'll be working from 8 o'clock in the morning to 7 o'clock in the afternoon. Because normally I work 9 to 5, and then I'm getting an extra 2 hours to make it 7, plus the extra hour in the beginning to make it 8. All on the phones the entire time. Last night, I felt like I was terrible at my job, but that's fine. I need to sleep more. I took 2 melatonin last night, though. It knocked me right out. I sound like I'm from Newfoundland a little bit. I'm not from Newfoundland. Though I was raised with Newfoundlanders. My mom and dad's best friends. We used to go over there. They're from Newfoundland. My grandparents' best friends are usually from Newfoundland. She has 2 sets of friends. They're both, like, they have 2 sets of good friends, and they're both from Newfoundland. One of my best friends growing up was from Newfoundland, so it would make sense. But no, like, my parents were kind of cool when we were growing up. Like, we would go to their friend's place who had a little girl that was a lot younger than all of us. Other than my brother. They were closer in age to my brother. I think she was like 2 years younger than my brother was, or something like that. And they had a pool, and we would go and we'd make a whirlpool there. And one time, like, they lived by like a a baseball field. And they had gotten this water balloon shooter thing. Like, you'd hold both ends, and someone pulls back, and then it lets it fly like super far. My parents and their friends were cool because they did that. They're in their like 30s, like late 30s or something, and they're throwing water balloons at a child's baseball game. It was great. I remember that. It was so good. I've never been so proud of my parents. I think my mom was probably scoffing at my dad and his friend doing this, but they helped. So it was probably one of the best things, I think. One of the funniest things and most childish moments I enjoy that my parents had, because it showed me as a child, like even looking back as an adult, how you don't have to be like a grown-up all the time. You don't have to be serious and do adulty things all the time. You can still have a little bit of fun. And their fun was throwing water balloons at children. Oh, it was great. Nobody got hit. It just hit the ball field. So it was good. Oh, I mean, they're not mean. They weren't going to hit kids and have like them soaking wet for the rest of their game. No. No, they weren't that mean. So it was good. That's a good memory to bring up right there. It was a really good memory to bring up right there. Melinda's still not here. It's 8:35. No, she was here till 9 last night, though. I have to break it to her that I'm probably taking my bank at hours today. Because I need to get this thing fixed so that it doesn't ruin the tire and actually pop it. And it's getting to the winter time, and I can't have a flat tire in the winter because that's just going to screw up everything. Literally everything. So, yeah. We're just going to plug it up. I'll have to get new tires next year, but I'll worry about that next year. I'll start saving. Because tires are expensive, especially winter tires, by the way. If you ever think about getting a car, just remember, tires are freaking expensive. They cost you an arm and a leg. They are expensive. I'm starting to get worried. But you know, they're like expensive. Even the cheap tires are expensive. It's still going to be like $400 for brand new ones. We could go to the junkyard again, but I think it's, one, it's too late to go to the junkyard right now. Two, we might not have as good a luck as we did last time. But though, if we do go again next year, we'll be definitely looking for rims for me. Because it's a lot cheaper to get your tires switched over if you have your own rims. Because then they're just switching rims. They're not having to take the tire off the rim itself. So you pay a lot less for that. Insider knowledge. Some little adulting advice right there. I'm excited though. Christmas is coming and I'm super pumped. Lena knows a lot about the gifts that she's getting for Christmas, but I want to surprise her with something. I don't know what it is yet. I still have to go get her some, what am I getting her? Give me a second. Some canvases. I'm going to get her some black canvases and some white canvases in various sizes. I'm also going to get her some more paintbrushes. I'm also going to get her more paint. I'm also going to get her some darts. That's about it. She doesn't know about the darts. She doesn't know about all the paint that I'm buying. I gotta get her some white paint because she always needs white paint, so some white paint would be good. She said she'd be okay with neon colors, so I gotta get some neon colored paints for her. She says she doesn't want palettes, but I'm still gonna buy her some because guess what? She may think she doesn't need them, but she does. Totally does. Maybe a new paint apron too. Because she only has a child's apron right now. So, yeah. I'm really excited. It's not even to get anything for Christmas. I just like buying her things. Even though her face doesn't show that she actually emotes. I was explaining to her that I was explaining that to you guys and to the people that I work with. That she has the worst RBF I've ever seen in my life. Now I'm starting to get worried because I don't see Melinda anywhere. Melinda's like one of my best buds. Like, oh, there she is. Right on time. All right, so this has been a long time of me just talking about random junk. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. Keep chiming out.